Welcome back to the Two More Cast podcast news, man, where we cover bass fishing tournaments from Pacific Northwest and beyond. Today's show, we got the Washington Tiny Boat Nation, man. They've made some leadership changes and released their schedules. The American Bass Association has also released their schedule for the West and the East Series. And an unordinary team kayak bass tournament put on by the Yak-A-Bass Club from California. We're going to go over that too. Pretty interesting stuff. And now we've caught a milestone here at the Two More Cast. We reached 100 subscribers. We just want to say thanks as we continue to grow.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, for sure, dude. And Daryl's here again. We got Daryl.
Yay!
Let me bust these slides out. Oh my God.
I want one.
Right, dude? Yeah, you mentioned these jet skis last week, man. I haven't been able to stop watching videos and trying to find them and figure them out. Dude, these things are neat.
Yeah, that's not even like there's another one I've seen that has like a captain's seat that swivels on it.
Oh. Here's the video of like a walkthrough.
Oh yeah, see the captain's seat back there?
This is nice jet ski fishing
Gear a cup
jet
holder. That's
ski,
so crazy,
which
man.
is everything. The nice sound system, lots of
Yeah.
room inside, and the cool thing is that seat you can bring down and get it as a normal seat, and then
That's
if
so
you
Like
raise
a
awesome.
it,
boat, dude.
then you can fish from that. That's pretty cool. You have shower,
That
you
cooler.
have everything,
Yeah,
you
how much
have
that
cooler,
cooler cost?
you
What
have
does it
rod
come with that boat?
holders around, you have rod holder right here.
Opening.
I'll
You
get
can
the
do
fish finder and I'll
opening.
just chase the fish
Okay,
towards you.
so here's a nice
And it's only
fish
20. I mean, not
finder and
only 20,000, but
GPS, and the
$20,000,
price
man.
is
I mean,
pretty
only
cool.
is subjective, but yeah, you would expect that to be
19,251.
like a 30-40
So
thing.
that's pretty cool for that.
I mean, toys are getting so freaking expensive. Side by sides are as much as like 40,000 now.
It's wild. Yeah, why are they going up? But yeah, I think 20 G's is not terrible. You get a whole fishing boat and machine. You don't even got to take anybody if you don't want to.
Right? Why would you want to?
140
Like
horsepower, dude.
that's the boat you use, and you get your co-boat guy or whatever. What was the name of it?
The co-angler.
Co-angler. Okay, I do have a question from a friend. Why is it called angler?
You're angling.
What
I
is
don't know, dude. I don't
what
know
is
where the
angling?
term angling came from. I don't know.
Okay.
It's just a neat word, man. We use it. It's in the dictionary. No, I don't. I really don't know. That's a good question. Why is it called angling? I don't know.
Yeah.
They don't even, I think what do they call it? Yeah, I don't. That's a weird one.
I mean, I could Google it, but I thought the master
Right.
would know.
No, I don't know nothing up on the math. I'm just a guy with a video camera and a microphone. Yeah, that stuff was pretty cool. I don't know. They even call it angling in German. Like that's the German word for it. I wonder if that has anything to do with it.
Yeah, I mean, that actually sounds like it could be just a borrowed word.
Like angling is what it's called. They don't even call it fishing. They might now. I mean, they use American words too, or English words. American words.
American words. Well, I mean, we don't say aluminium, so it is an American word.
Aluminium. Oh, dude, that's the worst.
I mean, they spell it aluminium.
Aluminium. I just the words drives me nuts when they say
That's how it's spelled by them, though. We don't
it.
spell it the same way, so technically ours is aluminum is an American word.
Aluminium. I don't know. Makes it sound significant. Cocaine. Sorry, I'm getting this next slide. Dude, that jet ski thing's definitely the way to go. What was that?
I know. We need to go in on like a bunch of those.
What we need, dude, is people to like and subscribe to this channel so we can get
Yeah.
jet skis.
You
Let's
want
just
us
get.
to play on the best toys?
You want to see two geriatrics go to town on a jet moto fishing race, dude?
You want to see the right way of fishing, aka that guy? You want to see the wrong way of fishing?
Oh man, the possibilities are endless, dude. Halibut. We could chase marlin in Florida, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm gonna be diving off that thing, trying to catch him with my fist.
It's all good times, man, right?
Punch me to
I would pay
halibut.
to see that. I will buy you a jet ski if you that's your plan. Like I'll go with the debt for that. I would like to see you just jump off and punch a marlin in the face. That would, dude. What the?
Just
Now
drag
it's a
it back
cartoon
up
in my
there.
head, Ian. Put it in a headlock
Just
and ride
Donkey Kong it.
it. For sale. I tamed me a marlin. And then two more cash shout out the weeks go to Jim Davis. He's currently the director of the Washington Kayak Bass Fishing Series. And he's been doing it for years. He's done a great job as a director as well. He's definitely an ambassador to the sport of kayak fishing and represents the Pacific Northwest very well. He's had quite the year. He's made an appearance in Kayak Fishing Magazine, which is only published like twice a year, I believe, from what I've read. And he was most recently put on the USA Kayak Fishing Saltwater team and competed in Spain. Congratulations to him, man. Representing again anytime you can, I suppose. But he has a podcast called the Bait and Banner Podcast. Pretty funny stuff. But he talks about his experiences in the Spain tournament and how it went for him. I'll definitely post a link of that in the description below. But congratulations to him making the team, doing his thing, catching fish. I don't even know what kind of fish that is in that picture. I have no idea.
It's a whitefish. I don't know.
Definitely just a,
Wow,
it's pretty.
that is a pretty fish. It's like silver.
Can you eat it? It looks kind of like a mini GT, like flatwise, but
You can
I'm
eat
not a
anything
saltwater
with the
guy.
right attitude.
You can eat it. Oh, let's do a package, dude. That's funny. We're gonna end that one on that. Holy shit! It's always about food here.
Hey, I love food, man.
Me
I
too,
don't
man.
have to hide a double chin because I hate food.
Sorry.
Okay.
The Washington Tiny Boat Nation has released their 2025 schedule, and they've also noted a few changes in their leadership. Sean Roach is the new president of the WTBN, and have added Cruz Monterosa, Preston Smith, who we've talked to before on this podcast. Fun guy, dude. He actually lost his trolling motor in one of the tournaments. It's an interesting story. But he's been on the podcast before. And then Brandon Glatt and Javier Marin. They're gearing up for another exciting season of tiny bass boat tournaments.
Okay, how tiny of a boat we talking about here?
It's got to be less than 16 feet and have a 24 horsepower max outboard.
That's a tiny boat.
And that's a tiny boat. And they like mod these things. So they basically, well, you know how a bass boat is basically just a floating dock with a motor on the back of it that stores some poles.
Okay.
They basically build these the same kind of way with decks and storage compartments. They're really neat and interesting stuff. You can actually use a kayak for the WTBN too. I read on their Facebook page.
Well, the other thing, because my stepdad has like an old Pelican, like he calls it a kayak, but it's just a little boat. And he modded it since he's so big, he had to mod it to have floaties on the side to stabilize it.
Oh yeah.
And he put a motor on there, and he's just like, da, 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 da. He put a fish finder on it.
Cool.
He loves that thing.
What's he fishing for?
Fish.
Nice. The best kind.
Whatever will bite.
This tournament's kind of fun too because they do a weigh and release. So you have to take a video of yourself weighing the fish on the scale. The scale has to be approved by the management, we'll call them. And then
Okay.
they also have to measure them on a board as well to make sure they're 12 inches. A picture of that. So it's like a
Huh.
double feed there, which is really interesting.
With such a little space to do that.
Yeah, those boats are really neat. 60. Well, I mean the jet ski's
16 is like
250.
not bad.
We could use a jet ski though. I mean, it's 250 horsepower, but you just put like little electrical tape between the 5 and the 0, and it's a 25 horsepower, dude.
Yeah, but I thought you said it was 24 max.
25
Oh,
max.
okay. All
That'd
right.
be a weird number, 24. I'm just saying we could use the jet ski. You just got to finagle it a little bit.
Well, yeah, what if we just like throttle it? Like just chill,
Idle.
like yeah, just be like we can only push the throttle this far.
There's like I've seen boats with big 250 horsepower in motors and like lakes that don't allow motors, and they're just trolling along with this big old bass boat. Like, what are you doing? There's like 3 big lakes if you took a right instead of a left. Seems crazy to me.
I don't know. I mean, I've heard horror stories of haunted lakes that kicked a boat out that was that big. So
What?
I love the
Horror?
supernatural.
Sea ghost?
Yeah, it's supposedly real.
I bet. If it's gonna exist, it's gonna exist in the sea, dude.
It was a lake.
The lake. Oh, lake monsters, man. The Loch Ness is part of a lake.
Yeah,
That was freshwater ordeal.
I still feel like that thing is connected to a series of tunnels. That's why they can't find it.
After all these years,
Yeah.
maybe we should put a tournament on for that. Catch the Loch Ness monster, win $1 million.
Yes.
I don't know. Let's hope to God it makes $1 million.
What do you think Nessie eats?
People.
Should put a cow on a fish hook. Yeah, Nessie.
Jeez, dude. Buy bait off the morgue. That ought to be not legal, I'm sure. I need 5 fingers and a big toe. You can do it. Enough money, you can buy anything, right?
Right.
So they tell you. And Sean Roach, the president, he wrote that they're looking for new members this season. So if you're looking for something to do, something fun, someone to fish that's got cool ideas and things, it's pretty fun actually. That's mostly team events. You pick your teammate. You can do it as an individual as well. Last year's AOI guy, he won by himself. I don't remember. I don't have this on me, but it was just posted this morning, so it's not part of this video. So I might even edit this out. That one part. Yeah, that's what's going on there, dude.
So he's doing what now?
He's looking for more members.
Just to join the fish?
Yeah. $60 membership fee. Just reach out to him.
Oh.
They have a tournament schedule and stuff. We got to go over that too. Right now, they're going to start in March, dude. March 22nd on Spanaway Lake. April 19th on American Lake. That's an open, so that's an invite. Anybody can go to that. You don't have to be a member. May 24th on Lake Stevens, and then 28th and 29th of June on Potholes Reservoir, which is another open and a cool place to fish for sure. That's going to be a fun one.
Sounds like it's terrible on your transmission.
Potholes Reservoir, it could totally be bad for boats. There's rocks. There's all kinds of things you can nail. It's good times. And then Ohop Lake on July 19th, and then August 23rd on Lake Terrell. There's another one too, Lake Taps, which is an open. Can you read that? Why is this slide thing there?
I can read it.
What date is that?
Taps open September 27th.
September 27th. They end early, man. Yeah, it's definitely a good place to start. I know Cody McKenna's fished there before, and Adrian Jimenez both fished in this series, and they've moved up. It's a good place to go.
And technically,
They're looking for sponsors too.
Just a kayak.
Huh?
Technically, all you need is a kayak.
Yep, just under 16 feet, under 25 horsepower.
Done.
Yeah, and you might as well do it. I mean, kayaks already allow motors as well too, so you got an extra weekend to spare, man. Go out there, win something. Well, the Tiny Boat Nation does have this cool point thing too, where you get to earn like extra points just for showing up to meetings or fishing like vet and children events.
Huh.
And catching limits. Like if you catch 3 fish, you get so many more points. It's interesting how they break it down, man.
Just like a participation thing.
Kinda, yeah. Get rewarded for being there.
Yeah.
I think it's neat.
Like show up, get good stuff.
Get all the stuff.
And then maybe go fishing.
Good luck, though. Those guys are hammers, too. That's another weird word they use in fishing a lot.
Hammers?
Yeah, like a hammer or a stick. It just means you're really good at fishing. Like they always finish pretty well.
Nope. I've never equated a hammer as a good fishing tool.
It's the only
I'm
tool.
going to try it.
I don't know where the term came from. Hammer. Sounds like something like Mike Iaconelli would say in his rage moment.
Just gonna jump in with a sledgehammer. I'm fishing.
I'm the hammer. I don't know. I don't know where it came from. Probably the same guy that made up the no bananas on the boat nonsense.
What?
Yeah, that's a thing, dude. Superstition.
What?
Yeah, you go to Alaska, you'll see a bunch of crossed out bananas on their boats.
They're anti-potassium.
They're anti-rat. I guess the story or the whole idea comes from like rats coming on boats to steal fruit and like bananas and stuff, and the rats would spread disease and people would die.
I am not worried about a rat getting on my kayak.
No, not now. That's where
you are not stopping me from getting bananas on my kayak.
You do what you want, man. I like to catch fish, so I'll keep the bad ass on shore. I'm saying I don't like to swim either. That's exhausting.
That's true. That's the only reason I have a life jacket on my kayak. So I
Too
can just
lazy to
jump out and float. Where's your kayak? It's over there somewhere. Shut up. I'm napping.
I'm napping. I'm just floating here. Man. We're gonna have to post some of those videos too. There's a guy that went down like the California area and the wind just picked up, just pushed him up against all these rocks. He about lost it.
Damn.
Crazy stuff. In other news, last week we talked about losing access to Bateman Island. Well, this week the general public has been given access to Oswego Lake in Lake Oswego. It's kind of a crazy story, man. This case went on for 12 years. And basically a kayaker and a swimmer filed a lawsuit to open the lake to the public. I'm going to show you just like a short video of like what they say because it's political. I think I don't really want to get into it.
What isn't?
Right. How do you do this?
You click it.
Did you forget? I did forget.
You put the index finger.
Clackamas County judge has ruled that Oswego Lake is officially public. The decision comes after a decade-long lawsuit that challenged the city's rules for restricting access. The judge ruling in favor of the public yesterday. The decision follows a jury opinion back in April, which ruled prohibiting use of the lake violates Oregon's public land trust doctrine. Property owners near and around the lake have had exclusive access to entering or launching their boats there since the city ordinance was established back in 2012. We reached out to the city. They say they are currently reviewing the case with their legal team.
With the legal team. I mean, they don't know what they're doing.
So it was basically shut down to give all these yuppies their own lake.
A corporation, actually. Like a corporation owns that thing, yeah. And the one person that's the most mad and most outspoken against it is a real estate guy.
That's funny.
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious.
Kind of like what Timothy Lake is. Isn't that technically owned by PGE now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Most of them are on, yeah, I would say a good chunk are either owned by WDFW or a utility company of all things.
I find it weird that a company can own a lake.
Yeah.
Like, I would get it if they made the lake, but
Mm-hmm. And that was part of the argument was it's a natural body of water. So like how can you own that?
right, I was pretty sure that like even like property lines, if there's a river, you can still go through that river. You're not trespassing.
Yep. That's the general rule, yeah. Yeah. Have you ever seen these Karen videos? Like these Karens get mad that people fishing by their dock on this open body of water.
I've seen a lot of Karen videos, but I don't know
Oh,
if I've seen those specifically.
there's a ton of them just like attacking fishermen on boats or in like public spots. Well, dude, that's what we should do. We should react to those someday.
Great. Love
It's
Karen.
hilarious.
They're
Dude.
the best.
They're hilarious. Like I don't understand where they come from, man. I have
Who
an
made
off-leash
these
dog, so
people?
I see it all the time, dude. I just speak a different language, which was fine until like Google came out with their Google Translate crap, man. Now it doesn't work anymore. It
They're
kind
like,
of
I
works.
know what you're saying to me.
Yeah, right. I am not one of those. Like, you are.
Yeah, you totally are. You proved it twice.
Yeah, these land grabs are crazy. I don't like that, man. I think we should have access to all the water.
Yeah. I
Unless
mean,
it's like drinking water or some health reason or something, maybe, but
like, I get that there's like ponds on gated communities and stuff that find whatever. I don't care. But a lake, no.
I
If it
did get
has.
kicked off a golf course two summers ago here for
Really?
fishing a golf course pond. I like stopped my car though in like the middle of the road, like where the turn lane is, and just got out and ran and cast it a couple times, got caught.
Okay, that's a
Nothing
different
landscape.
story.
Yeah, that's private property. There isn't even any fish in there, he said, but there was. Dude, I seen him. There was fish in there.
But, like, I mean, Billy Chinook, I could see being owned because that was man made, but it's not. Or is it? Is Billy Chinook owned by?
Dude, I have no idea.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, if it's on your private property, I that's yours. I get that. That makes sense.
Yeah,
But if you're Walmart and you own Lake Chelan, like, that's ridiculous.
the dumbest shit. Walmart needs to own almost nothing. They need to own
Yeah,
just Walmart. That's it.
right.
They don't
They can
need
go
to
back
own
to
any houses and real estate.
yeah, agriculture in our own.
Right. No.
The American Bass Association, Washington West and East. Wait, that's not how that goes. That was the fucking title. God damn it. This camera shit's hard.
I know.
Now I know how Tom Cruise feels. Just kidding.
What? You're 4 foot tall and love Scientology?
No, none of those things.
Oh, okay.
Over two.
Finally.
I guess I'm not Tom Cruise.
Well, he could definitely buy one of those friggin' Sea-Doos, so you do
Oh
not
yeah.
know how he feels.
We got to get a hold of Tom Cruise. Dude, this guy's going to tackle a marlin.
I got this.
He'd be on board for that, dude. Who wouldn't be? If I had an extra 20 grand, I'd give you the money now. I would even ship that shit to Florida for you. It's all good. The American Bass Association has split the state of Washington into two divisions, the East and the West. I wish the government would do the same. We take a quick look back at the 2024 Washington West standings. Team Larry Vance and Chris Hornbrook would win the West with a total of 547 points. Michael Magnotti and Aaron Weinberg finished the second place. They fell just short of first place by 2 points and finished with 545. That's close, man. What a
That
race,
is
dude.
close.
And
That's
then
gotta be
Brian Walker
disappointing.
and Frankie Van Gelder finished the season in third place with 526 points. That's crazy, too. All that's super close. That's the West Side. And their schedule's posted. We're going to go over that real quick, too. Well, we got January 25th. Why? Lake Washington. That's so cold. I don't know.
That ice fishing?
It might as well be, man. I don't know. That's cold, though. It's fun to watch, though. They do catch fish. There's a lot of them that are caught that day. I remember watching results from last year. And then March 3rd, another cold one on Lake Sammamish. And then 419 and the 420 on Lake Washington. June 7th on Lake Whatcom. And August 23rd is again on the Lake Whatcom. You ever fishing those lakes in Western Washington?
I don't think I've fished any lakes in Washington.
None?
No.
Man,
I
all
don't
these
know
lakes are
why.
tough to me. They're big, though. These are all like Lake Washington's kind of like a city lake. You can see the whole urban area from there.
Huh?
Never been to Sammamish. Whatcom's kind of the same. Whatcom was tough last year for the KF&W,
Was it?
the kayak league. I think we actually had a guy from Idaho, Garrett Harrison. He came out here and won it.
Huh? Well,
So
that's
that was
neat.
cool. Definitely cool. And then take a look at the Washington East, and Jeremy Tripp and Mark Lippincott finished in first place with 539 points. Sean Minderman and Mel Williams finished in second place with 530 points. And third would go to Garrett Ellison and Yasheng Mao with 511 points. I don't know if that's correct. That was a hard name. I mean, I don't know.
It sounded right, but
that was nuts too, right? It's cool. I like that name actually. Yasheng Mao, if it's correct. It's probably cooler whatever you say it correctly. Then the ABA Washington East schedule is April 5th and 6th on potholes. That'll be a fun one. It's a good time to fish too, right in the pre-spawn. And then
who
they
named
follow
that
next
name?
week Moses Lake. And then May 31st on Banks Lake, and then Lake Roosevelt August 9th and 10th.
Who named Lake Potholes?
Potholes Reservoir. I don't know. It's awesome though. It's such a fun place to fish. It's like an hour from me. We
Huh?
should fish it. It's huge. They got big bass in there. It's largemouth, smallmouth. They got rocks, grass,
All right, we're gonna
trout, walleye.
plan one of the times I come up there. Then
Yeah, dude. Banks Lake too. All these lakes are pretty close. Banks, Moses, and Potholes. Moses Lake's tough for me. I don't really fish well on that one at all. Moses. Banks Lake, Lake Roosevelt. Yeah, 2025. And then these guys, what do they do? I don't know. There's like a championship with them too, but I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. Like I said, their website's kind of juicy.
I'm gonna have to look into more Washington lakes now. So many
These are big
Oregon
ones.
lakes, though.
There are so many Oregon lakes. They have a league too, the American Bass Association. Oregon, they just haven't posted their schedule yet. Oregon and Idaho are like the last ones to post their schedules because of permit reasons. I think Idaho even has to wait till the end of the year, or wait till next year to even post them. But Washington, they're starting now, getting everything great. And that's why we haven't talked about them yet. The Oregon and Idaho, they just haven't posted their schedules. But when they do, there's also a ton of little clubs in Washington. Washington is like bass fishing scene is insane. Oregon's is pretty big too. Then Idaho's is there. But there's like 5 or 6 clubs in Idaho. Washington, man, there's like 10 or 11, maybe 12
Wow.
total. So it's a lot to cover.
I don't.
And
I don't think Idaho has as many lakes as we do, though.
they got the rivers, like the Snake and
yeah, but
reservoirs and dams and stuff.
I feel like Idaho is more of a hunting state than it is a fishing state.
We're about to get into that too. Idaho hunting problem. Next story, dude. 43 ducks killed and ditched in Idaho, man. On November 12th, Fish and Game Conservation officers were made aware of 43 ducks that had been dumped just off the Upper Rainy Creek Road.
They're just
Approximately
like in a
1/2
pile.
miles the way through. Yeah, that's what it's saying. They just found them there.
So
dude.
many ducks.
Like 2 scenarios, I think. Like the first scenario is like homeboy had caught word that Fish and Game was coming. He was like, "Well, I'm gonna dump these ducks and take off before I get caught."
Yeah, because he actually had 86 of them. He's like, don't pass.
Like 46 might even be over the limit. I don't know what the limit is now. I should have looked it up, but 43 I know is not. Not
43
here.
is not over the limit. So
I think 43 is over the limit.
Oh, okay.
That's something I should have looked into. That's
well, even
a lot
still,
of
like I would just guess that he doesn't have a tag, or maybe it's just somebody that really hates ducks.
Why not
I don't want to eat them. I just it's a vegetarian that hates ducks.
It's a vegetarian, dude.
A
He's just
duck killed my mom.
taking revenge on the geese, man. These geese aren't coming back across the border. I'm going to take care of business. We're going to take out their ducks while they take out our geese.
It's like a horrible Batman story. A flock of ducks killed my whole family.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy, man. But the conservation officer, Barry Cummings, had said that the needless wasting of wildlife is illegal and unethical. And I absolutely agree with that.
Oh, do I have to say unalived? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
For censorship reasons, man.
Yeah.
If YouTube makes it 30 minutes into this video, by all means. Definitely.
Game on YouTube.
And they're also asking for anybody with any bit of information. The public can provide us any help, put the pieces of the puzzle together and solve this case. They list some phone numbers. We'll post them up on the video. Just if anybody wants to know out there in Idaho, man, go find this guy.
Right?
I don't know what you do with him, pluck his feathers.
There's no way that he's not at some bar drunk. I just killed me a bunch of ducks.
Her Instagram page is just full of these 43 ducks. He's put this pile, dude.
Got pictures of him laying next to each one of them individually. Look at this one.
I hope he gets caught. He's got to get caught. I hate poachers, man. Poachers are the worst. They
poachers are the worst, and then just leaving them out, you're just wasting. That's a lot of food. I know duck is greasy, but come on, people eat it.
It's delicious. Wrapped it in bacon, dude.
Yeah, I mean, there's a way to make it, but I've had a couple times where they did not know how to make it.
46 shotgun shells. That's a whole paycheck.
Right?
The price of ammo these days?
Man, he just wanted those ducks gone.
Probably a little cheaper. I assume he didn't buy the steel ones that are mandatory. He probably went with the old lead. Doesn't seem like a very ethical guy.
It's just payback because he just got a convertible and got pooped on by a duck.
He just lost his mind. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that duck said he loved Trump. I'm pretty sure that duck voted for Trump. I know he did. That whole family's got to go. The one liberal in Idaho.
That one little blue dot on his house.
Oh man, poaching's just terrible, dude. I don't know. I have a lot of fish and game problems, run-ins, but I never get like poaching. I was just in areas I wasn't supposed to be, and I didn't know I was supposed to be there. That's when I was a kid, though.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
learned the
kids
hard way.
get it. You don't know things exist. You're just like,
Wow.
Daddy said I could go shoot that.
I'm just a baby. That was crazy too. Living in Alaska, you like literally. My buddy was like 13 years old, and we went hunting for rabbits without supervision.
Yeah.
I
I
thought
mean,
that was crazy.
even living like quasi like city life, like in well, I lived in Portland and Milwaukee and stuff before moving out to the country, and like we would just wander off into the city, just a group of children unsupervised, and we're like, oh, it's starting to get dark. We'll just go home. We just do that.
Yep,
We'd find woods in the city, and we'd be gone for hours.
it's true.
There's
Escaping the
we didn't
CIA.
have cell phones. We didn't have pagers. That shit didn't exist. I'm old.
That's so real. We lived on an island in Alaska. I was like
Oh,
14
that's
or
crazy.
15, and they did daily flights to Anchorage on this Coast Guard base, man. And like I had like handwritten this permission slip, me and my buddy, and we're like, yeah, our parents said we can go, man, to Anchorage and go grab some stuff and come back. Like that was crazy. Like the Anchorage was a huge city. We flew from this island. My parents had no idea until like years later that I told them. And all we did was go grab Taco Bell that the island didn't have, and like came back and sold burritos at the junior high.
you guys want Mexi nuggets? God, I miss those.
Mexi nugget at Taco Bell?
Yeah,
I
they
don't
got
remember that.
like they're just like seasoned tater tots.
Like Taco Time still has those.
Yeah, but so at Taco Bell they were called Mexi nuggets, and I remember when I was 18, I drove down to Fort Polk, Louisiana, with my buddy to help him move to Fort Lewis, and every time, like once we got into the southern states, we'd hit Taco Bell and be like, "Hey, can we get Mexi nuggets?" And they would just look at us like, "That's racist." I'm like, no, it's not. They're delicious. Like,
That's the name of them.
that they exist. And then by the time I was 20, like all Taco Bell had gotten rid of them, and it's like,
Dang, I didn't know they had them. Dude, when I was a kid, all I ate was chili cheese burritos from that place. They're like $1. The Yak-A-Bass team tournament, man. You've never seen a team kayak bass tournament kind of like this before. 5-person teams, blind draw, and only one fish per angler will be counted on the Tourney X leaderboard. And the team with the most inches would win the event. First, man, we got to go over some of these team names here. We'll just grade them on a scale of 1 to 5 and choose your top name, I guess. Why not, right?
one
It's
being
all
worst.
public. Yeah, 1 being the worst,
Okay,
less creative, and then 5 being the most creative, I
got
guess. Oh, shit. Can you see that?
it.
Look what I
Yeah.
can do.
Whoa,
Look what I can do.
you move stuff. Well, now I
Look
can't
what
see
I
the
can
bottom
do.
three.
Why would it do such things? There we go.
There we go.
There we go, dude.
Fishing for a limit. Actually, I
Suck
really like
my
that one.
weight.
Now we got the song stuck in my head.
Uh, automatic 1. I'm just kidding.
Nope. I don't know. I'm gonna call that one like a 3 for now. I might bump it up.
I
Suck
did
my
make you sing
wake.
a song,
Wait,
dude.
kayak. You're not
They have
getting a
motors,
wake.
dude.
Oh, okay. All right. You did
But
say
still,
that
like, yeah.
earlier. I forgot. But still, like low motors, not making much of a wake.
Maybe that's the comedy part of
I'm
it.
gonna call Suck My Wake 2.
I'll give it
Shaking
a
our
2.
minnows.
Like
Well,
together? Like each like,
I don't
what are we talking about
really
here?
want to shake your minnows, buddy. I'm sorry.
Shaking our minnows. You can't even use bait in these
Team
tournaments anymore.
3,
What are we
that's my
doing here?
favorite. 5,
Team
right there.
3. What?
What?
It's like a default day. They just like gave in and they're like,
They're like,
where's
we're
team
just
1
here to
and 2? Like, were
fish.
they already taken?
We don't have to be original. All right, 1. 1 for Team 3. We all know that. Yak offs. I like that. Go
It's
4.
pretty funny.
Chasing tail. Oh, I like that one too.
Yeah.
We call that a 4.
Yeah, that one's a fuck. Yeah, it's up
Crank
there too.
Yankers. Oh,
It's
I
not so you
miss
gotta say
that
it right,
show.
dude. Crank Yankees.
Crank. I got mail. I got mail.
That's a 5.
Yay!
That's a 5, man. It's
Craig
awesome.
Anger's
It's
5.
one of my favorite shows, and it was spelt great.
I'm gonna go to Hawaii. Yay!
That show was so good. It was so bad, but it was so good.
Oh gosh, sorry.
Way ahead of its times, though.
I know. Dead Sea fishermen.
Doubt it.
They're not in the Dead Sea, so.
Maybe they've been there though,
Oh,
and
okay.
that is like a little bragging right.
If they're ghosts, then I'll
All
give it a
5 of
5.
them, though. Are they pirates?
Yeah, they're ghost pirates from the Dead Sea.
Ghost pirates?
If that is the case, they get a 6. If not, they get a 3.
I give them a 4. I like the Dead Sea.
HSAF.
I don't know, man. Hit stuff AF.
I'm
High school
sure
AF.
it means something, so I'm gonna give it a 2. I don't know what it is though. Live scope,
High
still
school average.
live scope. Is it live scope? Live scope?
That's
What is
live
that?
scope.
Live
Live
scope.
scope's a technology that people use. It's actually been a lot of controversy around it. People think it's cheating. Some people think it's just a tool. It's definitely split the community in half. Like you either hate it or you like it. Like there's
Well,
no.
according to this team, it still sucks.
Yeah, they're not fans. They are not fans of the live scope.
I'll call that a 3. Get their point across.
Yeah, standing their ground.
Evil epochs Scoos.
I don't know. Evil
Just
epoch.
again for not understanding, I'm gonna go with 2. Epoch,
Are they
isn't that
trying to
like?
say Ewoks though?
I thought epoch. I don't know.
Skus.
Team community hole.
Dig it. Every lake has a community hole, and then obviously the other.
Okay, I'll give it a 2. Not it. I like that. I'll give that a 3.
Not it.
Not it.
3.
The dark side.
Dark side of what here?
I don't know. That's where you fish for crocodiles.
No, dude. There are absolutely no alligators being
Come
crocodiles.
on.
That's Florida again, dude. Jet skis. Like we get the jet skis, we hunt alligators. That's how
Dark
I go.
side, I'll give 2. Generation bass.
Sure.
2. These knots 4.
These knots. Make fishing great.
Fishing great again 5.
5.
Bass Boys 3. And fishing for a limit, I'm gonna put back up. I'm gonna put that up to a 4.
4?
Because it just immediately made me think fishing for a limit.
Right. My favorite one's definitely the crank yankers.
Yes.
It brought back some memories. Some good times.
Because they're going to go to Hawaii. Yay!
I wonder if these people have even seen that show. Like, some of these guys are way younger than we are.
I really hope so.
Cranky guys. I'm down. So far, that's the best one, I think. We get into this. The tournament took place on Lake Comanche in Lodi, California, which is a real place. I had to look it up. It doesn't sound real. Lodi?
Lodi? That's like
Lodi.
the city?
Yeah, it's spelled Lodi.
Lod. Okay.
Yeah.
Like Loki, but Lodi.
Lodi. 6 of the 18 teams were able to catch their 5-fish team limit. Chasing Tail finished in 6th place with a total of 76.5 inches. And it'd be Joseph Tax that would lead the team with an 18.5-inch largemouth. The Yak-Offs finished in 5th place with a total of 79 inches. And then Team 3 finished in 4th place, just one off of their prediction, maybe, with a total of 79.5 inches. And then Shaking Our Minnows finished in 3rd place, a total of 80.75 inches. Suck My Wake caught a total of 81.75 of an inch. And Pao Yang caught a giant 18.25-inch largemouth. Fishing for a Limit would win the 2024 Yak-A-Bass team tournament with a total of 82.25 inches.
Because they were fishing for a limit.
They fished for their limit, dude. They got it. What a unique style. That's kind of cool. And then Hector Lugo on Team Crank Yankers would catch the big bass of the event with a total of 21.25-inch largemouth. What a beast, dude. 3 fish over 20 inches were caught this event. It's a cool ordeal, man.
Sounds pretty fun.
Oh, look. There's the results there.
Look at this.
1 fish per. There's a lot of familiar names on here too.
Not to
Damien Tao, Yamamoto. I can't read this. This name's too small. Here's the big bass.
Woo!
So that's the catch board, and that's the identifier.
So is that a smallmouth?
That's a largemouth.
What? Damn it! I suck at this.
One of these days. One of these days, Daryl. I can only teach you so much, dude.
I know.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I have to put in the work.
He caught it on a paddling. He was paddling.
Yeah, I see that.
On the bona fide. I don't know which bona fide. Probably the, like two. I don't know what they call them. They got numbers and things, man. I can't remember model numbers.
I don't know. It looks like it has. Is it? Maybe not. It looks like it has pedals, but
No, that's for your feet.
oh, okay.
Where that black thing is, where that logo's at, would be where the pedals were going if they were there.
Oh, okay.
Bona fide. That's a big fish, though. Look at the head on that
Big
thing.
fatty. They don't get to eat that. They just throw it back in there.
Yeah, you don't eat bass, dude. You gotta throw them back.
What?
Some people eat bass. I don't.
I'll eat anything.
I don't have anything against it. I just don't eat bass. I eat halibut and then cod, basically. That's it. And salmon, I'll eat some salmon every now and then, but I'm not a big fish guy. And a Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife contractor got lost at a creek on Tuesday, November 19th. The Waukegan County Sheriff's Office was notified that a Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife contracted employee had initiated a Garmin inReach message requesting assistance near the Eden Valley area in Waukegan County. The employees are working on a stream survey targeting returning coho, salmon, in the Crooked Creek tributaries where her mapping tool failed, and she was unable to locate her return position. In addition, the Waukegan County Sheriff's Office, WW Police, local search and rescue, and even the Coast Guard responded to locate the employee. That is insane.
Yeah, it is crazy.
That's a lot of resources.
I just gotta wonder, like, why was she out there with just like the Garmin?
Trust in electronics these days, man. It's crazy. Like, I bet she doesn't. I wouldn't say that, but you should definitely carry a map. I would say, or a compass, and do a little bit of land nav.
You should always have a map and a compass, like always.
Yeah.
Like if just trusting electronics is stupid. I know we use electronics for everything, but
right.
But just relying on them on a constant basis, no, not good.
Right. And it happens. I mean, this lady's obviously familiar with being in the woods and around creeks and stuff, so it could happen to anybody. It's happened to me. Like, first time I took my dog hunting out in the woods and like a familiar area I knew, I left my phone in my car, just took a little stroll down to the stump area I usually go to. And then the dog got hurt, so I was bandaging her up and got all done with that and like looked up and looked around, and I was lost. I had no idea where I was. And this was like a pretty familiar area. You've been there with me, in fact.
Yeah.
And like just got misdirected. Like I had no idea. But luckily I heard dirt bikes in the corner and knew I was pretty close to the trail. I got on the trail, just happened to walk in, came to this familiar spot, knew it was a fork. I knew my car was just further up. But it ended up being like an extra half mile on added to what I had walked. It was crazy. Like the route. I just got kind of lucky, I suppose. But yeah, if I had a map or at least had my phone on me, it would have been better off. But I mean, these things happen. Like it's just crazy, man. You got to take those extra precautions.
Like, even when I go trails, like hiking or quad riding, like often trails, I download offline maps. Yes. My GPS still works, so even without service, I can be like, "Oh, I am here. I need to go that way."
Yeah, I have Onyx maps now, and yeah, I download all those maps when I have internet.
In my pouch, I still have a paper map, like if my phone fails.
Oh yeah. And it might not always save you, but it's if you don't know how to read a map, it's not gonna do you any good. I don't know. That just seems kind of hectic because it did work. This Garmin inReach, it would send messages, but wouldn't update her where her location was. Or, I wonder what she was using because her mapping tool failed. What was the mapping tool?
I feel like the mapping tool would have been the Garmin because that's what Garmin does, isn't it?
The inReach? I haven't seen the inReach.
I don't know. But even Garmin's not just going to make like a pager.
Yeah,
It's
you
gotta
regard it as
be.
like the.
I would guess that the Garmin InReach would be a GPS device with like a messaging system like built into it.
Google it real quick. Garmin InReach. It's like a walkie-talkie.
Does it have a screen?
It has a screen, but it's not like what you would think. It's not like a map
Oh,
screen.
I
It's a
see.
satellite communicator.
Yeah, she
So
needs.
whatever she was using failed. I don't think this is the. I think it's just. At least she had the communicator on her.
Huh? She needs to get herself a Garmin Montana. I don't know.
What a terrible position to be in. Though, lost in the woods by a creek, checking out coho salmon.
I mean, at least you got something to eat.
Unless there's no coho. Like,
Ugh,
our reports have found 0 coho.
damn it!
How do you know? Because the lady we sent to go find him has died. Starvation.
Starvation. She wouldn't eat any. She wouldn't eat the coho because they weren't there.
They were able to locate her, though.
Well, that's good.
Marco Polo.
And maybe they'll update policies to give everyone a map and a compass.
That's got to be like standard practice, right? I mean, she was a contractor. It's not like she worked for the WDFW.
Okay, I mean, if she's a contractor, then like you send her out with a guide. You know, don't rely on technology. Like
that's a good point too. Why was she by herself?
Yeah, that's how Jurassic Park happens.
That's right. One rich guy with an idea.
Boom. We're all eaten by T-Rexes.
Game over. We are now the prey. Terrible.
Every horror movie, somebody wanders out in the woods by themselves.
Without a map.
Without a map.
I mean,
my GPS broke. Oh, yeah.
Best case scenario. Should definitely not read this. We had a lieutenant in the army that couldn't read a map to save his life, man. We ended up in some crazy town.
I don't know. We're going that way.
Yeah. I would name drop him, but I ain't that mean, dude. That guy deserves it. I know there's like a joke about Lil T's always being lost, but this guy was literally always lost.
Like, why wouldn't he just like allocate the map to somebody else and be like, I don't know where the hell we're going?
Well, thankfully, like people had caught on and they started doing that on their own.
He's like, let's go west. Like, all right, we're gonna go east.
We drive, dude. Like someone would pass us and be like, "You're gonna go the wrong way," and then we'd redirect and they'd go back to their position. It's a good thing we have checks and balances. You're kind of an idiot, dude. Another overeducated dumbass. They exist.
Yeah, lieutenant school just taught him how to yell at people. Didn't teach you how to read a map.
He couldn't even yell at people.
Oh.
Guys, he was that guy, dude.
Hello, we need to go that way. No, baby Huey, you get back in the bus.
Yeah, like I can't listen to you. I can't do it. For the same reason I won't listen to Scooby Doo. It's not a good idea.
All right, well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for joining us. If you want us to get that jet ski, you want to like, subscribe, click the notification bell, whatever you can do. Everything helps. So, good fishing. See you next week.
Later.